Okay, here we go. The Planet Mikey Show.
He's about to get crazy and wild. Stay for a while. Don't touch your radio dial.
Planet Mikey Show.
Kicking it back, sports talk. Listen to that and stay tuned for some giggles and laughs. Go.
You listen to your president, you know that he had the answer to inflation. The country's got to produce more goods. Then we got to have a little more unemployment. So when there's more goods to buy and less people who can afford to buy the goods, then the prices will come down.
That is the stupidest damn thing you've ever said.
Welcome to the Planet Mikey Show.
I actually agree with him. More goods, less people. Or is it the other way around? Welcome, everybody. This is the Planet Mikey, the podcast version, featured in Podcasting Magazine, Newsweek, Playboy, New York Times, and a magazine called Everything I Just Said Is Bullshit. I'm your host, Michael Kevin Adams, and I've been called a lot of things in my life. I've been called Mickey, Mikey, Mike, lifeguard, shoe salesman, DQ owner, radio DJ, Emmy-winning talk show host, varsity letterman, daddy, husband. I've been called brother. But some of the things I've never been called include billionaire, jiu-jitsu champion, crack addict, potato farmer, and gigolo. But that list is growing. You'll be happy to know. Bill Smith is here. He's got a list attached to his name. It's quite a resume, actually, and he's got the respect and the admiration of all who've worked with him. Veteran, professional broadcaster, radio wizardly engineer, youngest-looking 97-year-old we've ever met. And Ben Kitchen, who's got his own list of descriptive phrases attached to his name. I can't think of any of them. Okay, well, philanthropist, right, Ben? Mm-hmm. Lizard King. Mm-hmm. Freelance gynecologist.
Only on the weekends.
Soothsayer. You know.
Oh, he does the sooth thing really well.
Well, you know. The guy with the lisp calls him Soothsayer.
That's the guy, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You had him in the lift van today, didn't you?
I've had some adventures this week in the lift vehicle. I got to tell you, I can remember half of them because it was such a wild, wacky, bizarre week. But you know what happened to me my first ride yesterday morning?
What's that?
Normally, you're going out there, you're doing $10, $12 rides, you do a whole bunch of them. You're just killing time, basically. It's not about the money. But I went out for my first ride, and some lady wanted to go to Melrose.
Nice town.
From way, way over, near Worcester somewhere. And I'm like, Melrose? I'm trying to think.
Say Auburn to Melrose.
Where is that? Where is that even? I don't even know. I've heard the name a million times, but I don't know that I've ever been there. Have you been to Melrose?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm sure I was there for...
Something good.
No, like doing promotional appearances for Kiss 108 or something back in the day.
Yeah. How about you? Have you ever
Yes,
been?
I've been there.
You been to Melrose?
Mm-hmm.
Melrose Place?
Melrose Place, yeah.
That was this TV show that I never watched. I couldn't give a rat's ass about it when it was on, and even less now.
To be fair, you don't own any rat's asses to be giving away, so...
Oh, don't be so sure.
Really?
Yeah. I got a whole room in my house that's decorated with them.
Ben, it's Mikey.
That's a good point.
I have the wall of rats' asses in one of my rooms. It's a second study that I have where I keep my books.
You didn't save Gilligan's ass, did you?
Gilligan's ass?
Yeah.
What?
Did you save Gilligan's ass?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're talking about the rat's ass. I was wondering if you saved Gilligan's ass.
Yeah, is there
the
another
monkey,
wing of this room with monkey
Fuck him.
asses?
You know that monkey sucked. And if he were alive today, I'd be so afraid of him with the monkeypox thing. We'll talk about that. Monkeypox.
Okay.
It's scaring me, though. The key is, since it is sexually transmitted, monkeypox, they're saying that all the time.
That's what they say, yeah.
Stay away. You think that you can catch it from mutt?
Sorry, Mutt.
Don't be sorry.
I want to apologize for the behavior of our
It wasn't me that
host.
started calling him a monkey. It was the morning show. It was Callahan and it was Minahan and anything that ends in Han. Called him a monkey to begin with, and they played that Planet Monkey. This is the Planet Monkey Show. Remember, they made fun of Mutt because he's a monkey.
Okay.
He is a monkey.
Right. Okay.
Probably got those little pox all over him.
All right. Jesus.
Already, he's got back hair. Maybe each time there's a hair follicle coming through a monkeypox, it makes him that much more the monkey. Ben, you're so quiet today. What? We're going to talk about
Bringing up a picture of Mutt for you to reference while
there
you're.
he is. There he is. That's really excellent. An actual monkey. All right, so now we have a bunch of things to talk about. Which would you like to talk about first?
Well,
Should we do the commercial first and get it out of the way?
Oh, we have a commercial.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't mean get it out of the way in a disrespectful
Is this
fashion.
the candy company that was doing the commercial for us, or what?
Huh?
That candy company?
Oh, Bonomo?
Yeah.
No, we have two sponsors.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got Which do you want to do first, the candy or the Bet Online commercial? Which one?
Let's do the Bet Online.
Okay, Bet Online. Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
If I were French, I would call it Beton Liné. G. But it's in American. It's betonline.ag. And they're our partners in this thing. And by the way, doing pretty well now. Even though the Celtics have kind of hurt me a little bit because they're off and on again. The Red Sox were on fire, and I rode that. I rode that like a cowboy. I don't know what that means. I didn't know I had my chaps
Well,
on.
that was Cowboy Up.
Our partners at BetOnline continue to be the number one source for all your betting needs and sports info. Keep that in mind. When you go online, it'll be BetOnline, BETONLINE. BetOnline.ag is the place you want to go. You'll find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's basketball playoffs, Major League Baseball scores, fights, and even next season's NLF futures, it says here. Is that the National League of Football?
Yes, exactly.
NLF, did someone mistype this and put them in the wrong order? It's NFL.
That would be the National Football League.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
How did they have it listed?
Well, whoever typed this, it's going to stand for not for long.
Not for long.
Yeah,
NFL. Yeah.
Anyway, so BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and, of course, your favorite Vegas casino and poker games and stuff. It's really easy to get started. It's so easy. Even a boll weevil could do it. So head to the website today or use your mobile device to sign up today and use the promo code. Here's the most important part of the message I'm giving you. This is called free money over here. You go to the thing, betonline.ag, and you put in a promo code CLNS50.
50.
And which CLNS could stand for cool, lather, neat shoes. Or you could just say CLNS. It's easier. CLNS 50. You put that in. What do you get? What do you get out of that, Ben?
You get 50% of your first deposit.
50% welcome bonus. So if you put in 1,000,
you get 500.
You get 500. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with it. CLNS 50 is the code. Go to betonline.ag. Tell them Mikey. Such a BetOnline, where the game starts. Where the game starts. I can't talk.
That was good.
Now let's get the other commercial out of the way. It's a singing commercial. Ready?
Really?
Who remembers Turkish Taffy? They're a proud new sponsor of the Planet Mikey podcast. You remember Turkish Taffy?
Yeah, it's
Ben
delicious.
does not.
No, absolutely not.
No, if he ever had Bonomo's Turkish Taffy, he wouldn't know what to do with it.
He would never forget.
He'd probably rub it on his grundle, thinking it has some
That's not what you do
special
with
effect. No, you eat it. Let's do the commercial. Ready? Ready?
Give it a tap, Bonomo.
Give it a whack.
Bonomo. Then lift up the flap, strip off the wrap, and
Put it in your crack.
We're gonna taste
Turkish Taffy.
Hey, it's delish.
Hey, Turkish Taffy.
The answer's every wish.
Cute girl in that commercial. She's probably 70 now.
Too nice and sweet.
Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry too, even banana, doodle-oodle-oo.
When you take a trip to your candy store, be sure to get
Some Turkish Taffy, yum, yum, yum.
You smell it.
B-O-N-O-M-O, Bonomo, oh, Bonomo, Turkish Taffy.
Hey, one more time.
Oh, yeah.
You smell it.
B-O-N-O-M-O-N-O, Bonomo, ho, 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 Turkish Taffy.
Wow.
My favorite part of it is B.O. I got B.O. just for singing with this commercial.
That was good, though. That was very good.
Right. I'll tell you, last commercial we're going to have in this podcast. So the rest of the podcast will be commercial free.
Well, they did pay a lot of money for that. Serious
money.
That was,
I got the comp. I got the Bonomo Turkish Taffy bars instead of the cash.
They sent them to your
I
house.
actually like the product. Yeah. So anyway,
those can beat inflation.
So
little known fact.
That's right.
Ben is so young he doesn't even remember that jingle, and Smitty, you're so old you don't remember that.
Where's my shoes? I can't find my shoes.
Right now, on this monkeypox thing, are you scared at all?
No.
Okay, good. Because I have it. No, I'm just kidding. Joe Biden comes out and he's, first of all, Joe Biden has completely lost it.
Yeah.
Do you hear what he said?
Hold on. To be fair.
Yeah, he lost it a year ago. 2 years ago.
Did he ever have it?
He never had it. Here's what he said about the gas prices. Well, he goes, we're going through an unbelievable transformation. An incredible transformation, he says. And in effect, what he got to was, hopefully this will make people less dependent on fossil fuel. I mean, so these gas prices are a green thing, and he's part of it?
The Green New Deal.
He's killing us. I just went to the gas station over here, and they had a banker out there in front talking to me before I slid the card in there.
Have you gone to the grocery store lately?
Yeah, I can't.
To make us less dependent on fossil fuels, why doesn't he just resign?
He is a fossil.
And somebody else will take his place with the same mentality.
It's just unbelievable.
The point is, he's old. He's a fossil.
He's not pulling.
He's in charge.
Who's pulling his strings? Is it Barack?
It's it's clearly him.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it Michelle Obama?
Might be her too. They believe in this shit.
Alarming story out of Detroit. Speaking of Barack Obama, did you hear
Isn't
this?
every story out of Detroit rather alarming?
Yes. Yeah. 911 call times now. If you call 911 in Detroit, it's only an hour. It's down to an hour and 7 minutes when they get there.
You call 911 an hour and 7 minutes later?
Yeah. They can reconnect you to 912. They just move it down the chain a little bit. But this is a bad story out of Detroit. Seriously. And it's got racial overtones. A prestigious Detroit area school that passed an anti-racism resolution back in 2021 last year.
Okay.
Suspended one of its teachers after she passed out a worksheet to students comparing former President Barack Obama to monkeys.
Oh, man.
Isn't that unbelievable? The paperwork, which was reportedly given to approximately 30 students at the Roper School in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, asked students to identify primates from a gallery of photos labeled apes, monkeys, and lemurs. And included in the gallery was a picture of the former president. Now, obviously, someone had done this as some kind of poor taste racial thing.
Yeah.
And the source that she printed out, she didn't look at it.
That's what she says.
Well, the teacher printed it out, handed it out to the class. It's very disturbing, especially since, here's the school's quote. The choice to use this piece of curriculum was completely inconsistent with our school's philosophy
A piece
and
of
mission,
curriculum, yeah.
and we sincerely apologize for the use and the harm that it's caused. The problem is that they come out of the box, after the George Floyd thing and all with this big anti-racism policy. Yeah. And then the first thing you get national news is about a comparison to primates with our former president. Unbelievable. That's Detroit, where you'd think they'd be
They'd be sensitive to
tuned
it.
in, to that whole thing.
That's crazy.
I have one more news story. Do you want me? Should I do another news story?
News?
Yeah, that was news right there. It kind of slipped in.
Well, it was a side story.
Yep.
It's a human interest story.
A human interest story. And now the news with Mike Adams.
Yes, and Mike Adams FM. Princeton University leadership is looking into looking to fire a tenured classics professor, citing his alleged unwillingness to cooperate fully in a sexual misconduct investigation. His supporters say otherwise. According to the Wall Street Journal, the outlet reports Princeton's president sent a letter to the school's board of trustees recommending Professor Joshua Katz be dismissed over a previously adjudicated and settled conduct violation. So they're dredging up something else. Now, what was the incident? Well, he had a consensual relationship with a student. Now, in her 20s, consensual. I understand the creepiness of it.
But it's just against school policy? Is that what it's saying?
I don't even know if they, can you really tell a professor that a full-grown adult, if they want to have a relationship with them, can't? Can you do that?
Yeah,
apparently,
I'm
they
sure
thought they could.
They must have.
But according to the Journal, Katz upset the school's liberal faculty when he criticized their proposals to address the school's legacy of racism at Princeton following the death of George Floyd in 2020. By the way, the second anniversary of that death is tomorrow. We're recording on the 24th. This podcast drops the 25th, so it'll be today when you hear this. That'll be the second anniversary of that. And then the Washington Post tweeted out, it's been 2 years since George Floyd was shot.
I couldn't believe that.
And someone retweets it and goes, psst, Ella, he was not shot.
This is the Washington Post.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
really reliable.
That's great.
Anyway, in the faculty letter signed by dozens of educators at the Ivy League school, Princeton, the staff proposed, among other radical changes to the campus, a series of perks for professors of color, including a summer salary and additional sabbatical time. So special favors for anyone of color, and there's a lot of different colors, but they're doing this. Why?
I don't know.
The teacher or the professor said, it boggles my mind that anyone would advocate giving people, extraordinarily privileged people already, Princeton professors are, would give them extra perks for no reason other than their pigmentation, which makes total sense. You can't do that. And if you did it the other way, you'd have what I'm saying is,
the world is upside down now.
Shouldn't that never count for anything, the color of your skin? Shouldn't that count for nothing? In fairness, if everything's equal, and it should be, and I hope it will be, that should be a non-factor in any determination that's official.
Well, except the NBA.
Right. And I'm surprised there's not affirmative action for white basketball players. A couple of them are pretty good.
Man, these guys can play. Holy shit.
Anyway, that's the Princeton story. And I didn't go there.
No.
That's on a list of so many great colleges I didn't go to.
Oh.
Let's talk about the worst bosses you've ever had.
What brings this up?
I don't know. Oh, did I just hit my microphone?
Yeah, you kind of did.
So would you now say that Mikey's on your list of worst bosses? He just comes
Never
in here
been
and
his
punches
boss.
your
Well,
equipment?
not only that, he came in late.
Never been his boss.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It'd be the other way around.
Nah, you were late today.
Senior, 7 minutes late, and it was due to that stinking
Ben walks in here late, and you go up and down Ben for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Beat him up.
Cumberland Farms gas pump wasn't
Grab my
up.
back, Bill.
Now it's Cumberland Farms.
And then the entrance from 495 to 90 was closed.
yeah,
They had
the mass
interstate towing truck
So if you had
there.
that Waze app, you would know
the
not to go
dog
that
ate my
way.
homework.
Did you guys each take an asshole pill this morning?
Yes.
I did.
Anally?
How else do you take them? It's right up there with the mercury.
Worst bosses ever. Do you have any specific ones? Because I got a long list.
I got a couple that are just, you know when
I
you're.
want names too, by the way.
Well, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go. I'll just describe the situation because
Okay.
I might
And
wind
then I'll
up
tell
working
you
with
whose
this guy
name it
again.
is.
Might wind up working with this guy. You know, the business is nuts. You know how when you're a music radio DJ and you're working at a station where they expect you to talk up the intro of the record. It basically is called hit the post.
Yeah, hit the post.
So the tune starts and you're going, hey, it's blah, 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 blah. I had a boss who would sit in his office. He knew the length of the intro to every single song we played. And he would sit there with a stopwatch and you'd go. And he gave you like half a second leeway.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd get called into the office.
Sure.
And he would say, that intro was 10 seconds long.
What
you know,
happened?
you came in at 7. Oh, yeah. And he would listen all the time.
That son of a bitch,
And
where is he?
He'd badger you during the show while you're trying to concentrate and do your stuff.
No.
Oh, man. it was
By the way,
awful.
I know the intro to every single song in the 70s. You want to try me? Name a song and then just look it up. And I'll tell you the length of the intro right now before sight unseen.
Me and You and a Dog Named Boo.
That's by Lobo, the guy,
Yeah. He's counting.
6 seconds.
Now, how are we going to know?
I just said you look up the song, you play any song. It doesn't matter. Philadelphia Freedom, Elton John, 15 and a half seconds.
You came in at 12 seconds, Mike. Do it again.
I'm telling you. Stylistics. I use their 29 seconds to do the weather. I do a PSA. I'd call my
Still in love with you, that one?
No.
People make the world go round.
No, Stylistics.
Yes.
There's a spark of magic in your eyes. Ben doesn't know this.
No.
Candyland.
All right, so anyway.
Okay, good.
Worst boss. Ben, worst boss ever.
It might be one that we all shared.
We all shared. Oh.
Yeah.
Phil Zachary?
Oh, he's thinking. Ben is thinking.
No.
Kevin Graham?
No. Well, I was going to say Jeff Brown.
Kevin Graham's birthday is today.
Okay. Happy birthday,
Who's?
Kevin Graham.
Kevin Graham. Happy
I
birthday,
would say,
Kevin.
You mean Kevin the Pussy Graham?
Maybe.
No, it's got to be Jeff Brown.
Yeah, he's bad.
Oh, Jeff Brown.
Enter comes
Oh.
general manager after Julie Kahn.
He's a guy I would name
and
names.
before Phil Zachary, who also sucked. All right, so now.
My first introduction to Jeff Brown was we had a client, a long-time, well-paying client, and he never had to chase him for the dough. He always paid his bills. He was a good client. The client said to me, listen, the ratings have taken a 30% drop. And do you think I could get a 30% drop in the rate that I'm paying for this advertising?
Which is fair.
Yeah.
So I said, geez, I don't know. I don't think it works that way. He said, well,
You base your rates.
I said, if the ratings went up 30%, would you be willing to pay the increase? He said, but he said, the fact is the ratings did take a dip. He said, would you ask the boss, just kind of bring that up? So I go down to Jeff Brown. I had never met Jeff Brown in my life.
Asshole.
I said, hey, Jeff, we have a really good client, and he was asking, since the numbers had dropped 30%, can he get a 30% drop in his reduction? I mean, in his rate that he pays.
Sure.
Jeff said, who the fuck is that guy? I said, he's... And so I told him, I don't want to mention his name because he's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
So he says, you call him up right now and you tell him he's not going to like it if I raise the fucking rates. And I thought, okay, this is...
After a 30% decrease in
a
rate.
brand new guy. I just met him for the first time, and here he is. He said,
Yeah.
I'm not in sales. I said, oh, you are now. You are now. You get that guy. You tell him. So,
See, that's what happens when you put a salesman in charge of the entire radio station, programming inclusive. You get problems.
he was rough.
You get problems. So you guys have bosses that you don't like.
Yep, we have some.
Listen to this list. You're not going to believe this. For some reason, I've had bad luck with some certain bosses.
Now, you're going to name names, but you're also going to say why this boss is bad.
Some of them I don't even know their names. When I was 15, I worked on tobacco.
Tobacco.
For one day, less than a day, in Connecticut. At the, you're picking tobacco, basically.
Yep.
You know? So my friend Bob Badger and I went down and we took a bus and we got on the thing. We got there and so when you pick tobacco, you get down on your hands and knees in the dirt. You crawl to the tobacco plant and you take the bottom 3 or 4 leaves off the bottom and you throw them in the thing. But you're in the dirt.
Yep. A lot of people don't know that
15. It's farm work.
And Connecticut's famous for
tobacco. The leaves for the cigar wrappers. And so the straw boss is the guy who goes around making sure everybody's working really hard. So the straw boss was an asshole. I don't even know his name. So Bob and I are down there on the ground. He used to go by and yell at you, snap it off! Snap it off! So I finally, I got fed up. I turn around and I grab my crotch. I go, snap this off!
Oh, man.
I was 15, so the guy cared about nothing. So he goes, you're fired.
Just like that.
The guy next to me, Bob Badger, my best buddy, he goes, well, I quit. And this is halfway into the day. He goes, well, go sit on the bus. I'm not sitting on a hot bus while you guys work for the rest of the day. So we sat outside the bus smoking butts. 15, we were cool. And but we got paid for the full day. So I figured we got them pretty good. I only got a half a day free pay out of it. And I got to tell the guy to go snap this off.
Snap it.
So he was my first bad boss.
Yep.
I worked at a car wash in Arizona when I was out in Arizona State with my buddies, and I needed cash bad.
How old were you here?
18, 19, I was.
Okay.
So I'm in the car wash, okay? I'm getting paid like $1.45 an hour. And the guy says, the redneck asshole boss says, I don't believe in busy work, So As soon as there's no cars, he says, all right, I want you guys to scrub the floor of the car wash. You want me to scrub the floor of the car wash where 5 minutes later someone's going to put their new dirt on top of it? What do you? And you don't believe in busy work, right? So I didn't like this guy at all. So he's talking. He's saying it was right after Kent State, a year or two after Kent State happened. He goes, the only mistake they made down at Kent State was not bringing in the National Guard and just bombing the whole place.
Oh, man. Nice guy.
I said, you know what? You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Because now I was 18. I could say things like that. He goes, you're fired. Okay. It's not going to be the last time I heard that. I'm fired. He paid me for the whole day, too.
Bingo.
Yeah, like $8.50, $9. I took the money. I went over to A&W Root Beer, fed myself. Then I went bowling, and I spent the whole paycheck in one afternoon. I was like, but at least I got to tell the guy off. So he was a bad boss. Cy Dresner, who was the boss at WCCC Hartford. You might have heard about him in Howard Stern's movie Private Parts.
Cy Dresner.
Cy Dresner, the cheapest guy in the history of anything.
Was he pig vomit? No.
No.
That's the other guy.
He was awful.
That was later on.
He wouldn't give me $25 more a month to pay for my health insurance. So that's why I was out. And Howard wanted a $25 raise. He wouldn't give it to him. So we both left. He's bad boss. Mike Kellogg. He was the general manager of 1510 The Zone.
The Zone.
He's the one that fired me during a commercial break in the morning drive show. Complete moron. I mean, I don't know how he ever got the job.
Now, you were in the middle of a commercial and he came in and fired you?
Yeah, right. No, I wasn't in the middle of a commercial. I was in a commercial break, and we had read in the paper at 6 a.m. that we were getting fired that day, but no one told us, and we were doing the show. It was so ridiculous. And then he shows up at 7:25, and during a commercial break, I walked into the guy, and I said, What's going on? He goes, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I'm thinking, oh, how professional of you. I said, well, do you want me to finish the show, or do you want me to go toss to the network? What was the sports network they had? He says, no, you can toss to the network. Okay. So me and Stampy and Candy, the girl, the traffic girl there, we walked out. 7:25 in the morning on a Boston radio station. And I'm like, seriously?
That's a great manager.
The whole staff got fired within the next 6 or 8 months. Sean McDonough and Eddie Andelman. The station was doomed anyway.
That's 1510, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that frequency is cursed. Whatever's been there since the old WMEX days, a big hit, and then everything after that has been just crap.
But Mike Kellogg, I'm thinking Kelllo, double good Kellogg's best to you.
That's him.
He was such a Phil Zachary. I mentioned him. He and Kevin Graham kind of go hand in hand because they've just. And then last but not least, the last radio general manager I worked for, at the Pike, was named Bob Goodell, and Bob, aside from being fat, was a terror. I mean, he's a hard-on for AAF.
The old AAF days.
And so he hires Mistress Carey, which is fine, she sounds great. And then Mike Shue, and because I only worked at EEI. No, I'm out.
Yep.
So I lost hundreds of dollars on that deal. Those are the worst bosses I've ever had, and now they will live in infamy as part of the Planet Mikey podcast. And that's why I try to be such a great boss. I don't have anybody working for me now, but if I did, I'd treat them nice.
I believe you would.
Well,
you kind of treat us like shit, right, Ben?
Right. But I'm not your boss. Well, I'm your friend.
We kind of look at it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
He's our friend, and he treats us like shit.
That's right. Like I do all my friends.
Thanks, Mike.
It's how you know you're in the club. I treat you like, no, come on, you guys. You guys are my favorite people in the whole world, except my wife and all my other friends. What are you laughing at?
But we're above the kids.
We are above
you like
the
that,
kids.
Bill?
That's right.
We're above the kids.
My kids are actually my friends, too.
Give them time.
No, I kid because I care. That's very good. Well used. I'm going to have a sip of this plastic bottle Snapple. I'm going to do this for the YouTube audience at home. Ready? Snapple used to be the greatest stuff on earth. Now, it's just same old shit.
Well, it tastes pretty good, but actually, no, it doesn't. Maybe it's because it's plastic, but it doesn't have that same.
No. It doesn't have that glass bottle taste.
There's a crispness that's missing.
Do you think the audience would like to see what I blow into this handkerchief?
Go ahead. That was good.
It came out of my butt. Here it is. All right, now, seriously. Come on, can we do a serious podcast for once in our life?
All right.
Good evening. Welcome to the Planet Mikey podcast. Brought to you in living color and in luscious stereo. Through the high-tech technology of Ben Kitchen's computer. Hi. Okay. Okay, now here's what's pathetic.
All right.
You want to hear what's
Oh,
pathetic?
you want to get serious?
Yeah, no, I'm serious right
I just
now.
thought, okay.
Totally serious. Here's what's pathetic.
What?
Women want to be respected and understood, and I do. I try.
Yeah.
But when you go on like a Yahoo webpage, anything, TMZ, it's always, oh, this starlet bears all in her new bikini.
Yeah.
And, you can see her butt cheeks in the see-through gown she wore on the red carpet.
Who wore it better?
Honestly, is that the last call for staying famous? Is to show your ass?
How about this headline on Yahoo? Leah Remini shares rare photo of her teen daughter on prom night.
Nude.
Oh, there you
Who the
go.
fuck cares?
Well, she got the photo sent to her off the phone of the kid who was dating her, and she was nude after the prom. She says, "Oh, look at this.
Hi, Mom.
That's what I used to look like that." Anyway, I just think that's pathetic. You don't see guys going, "Oh, here's a picture of my ass just to keep me famous for another month." You don't. You don't see that. It's a woman thing, or she. Oh, the low cleavage on this gown that was worn to by some
I know.
B-lister.
Why?
It's like, shut the fuck up with that.
But you know what? There will be women sitting around just watching that stuff like crazy. Like guys would watch a football game.
Yeah, it's
women
their
will-
sports.
It's,
Such a waste of, to me.
it's like smut.
Smut.
No, that'd be smut.
It's like smut.
Yeah.
Kanye West is now moved on from Kim Kardashian and her stupid boyfriend.
yeah, I know.
Finally, our
Is it-
long
no, is that-
national
Is that
nightmare
the first
is over.
white guy she's ever dated?
I don't know, but poor Kanye.
He's not funny. What's his name? Pete
Davidson?
Pete
Pete
something?
Davidson.
You think he's funny?
No, not
He's
at all.
okay, at best.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
okay, that's about it.
Eh.
But they say
But she doesn't last long with
he
these
does have a reputation for a rather large member. I read that in one of them magazines.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a big dick.
that's what they say.
And that's all it takes? Then why isn't John Holmes on the cover of him?
Well, he's dead.
Well, there's you ever read Dead magazine?
Ron Jeremy's in
Featuring only
jail.
Is he actually in jail?
I think so. That's what I heard.
Frank Robinson. That's the champ right there. So Kanye West is now the designer of the latest McDonald's wrapper. So he's a rapper.
I like that.
He's designed a new McDonald's wrapper. Now, God, call me stupid, but don't they have
You're
marketing
stupid.
people that do that?
Yeah, but this is Kanye.
So what? They're not sneakers.
He's a cultural icon.
Style.
What's
It's
worse?
It's a wrapper. It's a piece of trash.
The fact that McDonald's thinks that's going to do anything, or the fact that it will actually do something?
They're both pathetic.
It's awful.
And I was watching TMZ a couple of years back, and this guy comes up to Kanye and he says, "I heard you can rap like right on the spot." And Kanye grabbed the mic and did almost 5 minutes. That was unbelievable, right off the top of his head. It's pretty cool.
Right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
Pick your spot.
Yeah, maybe not 5 minutes,
Look at my
maybe a
snot.
good minute and a half or so. But it was pretty good.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I know, but it was really good.
Well, if he's ad-libbing it all,
Yeah.
Did everything rhyme?
Yeah, everything came out. It was he basically told a story of, I just met you. You're putting a microphone in my face, and now you challenged me, and so now I'm doing this for you. But
I want him to design my next hamburger wrapper.
Well, I think he'd be great at that. And I think you'd love it when you get it, and you could frame it.
You think he's still hurting over the? First of all, can I say something about Kim Kardashian?
I
You
think
can
Kim-
say anything you want.
She's a whore.
Oh,
You can't say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Kanye was the hot thing. She gravitated to him, and now it's Pete
Well,
Davidson.
she's all,
She thinks she's cool.
It's like, who cares? She still never doesn't have any talent.
No, but I think Kanye fell in love. That was his
She
problem.
still has no talent.
She's not even good at the thing she's famous for.
No, and everything on her is fake. Her butt cheeks, her
Yep.
breasts, her lips, her everything. So I don't even know why I'm doing this story because I usually stay away from
Sounds to
Kardashian
me like
stories.
you have a little
Yeah, I think you got
schoolyard
something
crush
going on there. Yeah.
Little crush on Kimmy K.
Oh, boy.
It's pathetic.
It's Pete Davidson, isn't it?
It's Monkeypoxian. I want to mention a couple of stats for you. By the way, tomorrow night I'm going. Tomorrow night, the 25th, I'll be in Malden at the Mix
360. That's what it's called. Yep.
A campaign event for Jeff Deal, who I like very much.
He's a nice guy.
He is a good guy.
Yep.
And I'm going to go there. It's a 6:30 event. Oh, people will only hear this in the morning. Mm-hmm. But my first campaign event. Now, I'm never going to run for office, because I have things that would preclude me from doing that.
Now, hold on. You're going to a campaign event. Mike Adams, what is your role at this campaign event?
I'm going to be the master of ceremonies and introduce Jeff Deal, who could very well be the next governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Now, if he
We
became
need fiscal responsibility.
If he became the governor, you suppose he would give you a special favor?
No, I wouldn't ask for a special favor. All I would ask for is a friendship. I just want to be,
Now, Jeff, I like about him. I don't know. It's like I see the other side. I don't like that. But what I like about Jeff is that he makes up his mind to get something done, and he works really hard. He did that gas tax.
He put the kibosh on the gas tax. By the way, what if the gas tax was there now? We'd be paying $5.59 a gallon.
And it's just a headline to most people that this is what he did. But to get that done was
hard work.
Amazing amount of work.
Yep.
He dragged that one around for quite a while.
Yep. So, and I'm going to be at the, what is it called? Malden, right?
Malden.
The Mix 360. It's
That's
a
right.
night spot type of place, right? It has a stage. I'm going to get up there and play a few tunes. Speaking of tunes, we got a good one coming up from our two friends, Joe and Jerry.
Yeah.
Which we're going to give you, because we did all the business. We did the commercials.
Yep.
We talked about, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Get off your chest?
No, I'm saving that for the next show. Shame, the 15 minutes of shame. I got somebody I want to throw under the bus.
Don't forget to check out the 15 minutes of shame. Don't forget to check it out on wherever you get your podcasts. And wherever you get your podcasts. FM. Here we go with Joe and Jerry, and we wrap up another one. Hey! You ready, Joe? All set, Trope. I like this tune. Where'd you get this one? At Shaw's. Shaw's. Hey! 1, 2. Princes, kneel before you. That's what I said now, princes. Princes who adore you. Just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pockets, and that's some bread now. Eswin said he wants to buy you rockets. Ain't his head now. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Pop, pop, a diddle, diddle, doo, pop. Pop, pop. They got a princely rocket, Joe. That's what I said now. Got some big seal upon his jacket. Ain't in his head now. You marry him, your father will condone you. How about that now? You marry me, your father will not bone you. He'll eat his hat now. Marry him or marry me, I'm the one that loves you, baby. Can't you see? I got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. I know what a prince and a lover ought to be. Say, if you call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you want to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. If you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. The song is a little bit repetitive, Joe. I mean, lyrically speaking. Do you know any Prince's, Trope? Well, I met Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince, after he was a logo. That's a good one. I met Prince Harry. He wasn't that hairy. I met Prince Fielder. Yeah, he ate my lunch. Say, 1, 2. Princes kneel before you. That's what I said now, princes. Princes who adore you. Just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pockets. Can you believe it? That's some bread now. This one, he wants to buy you rockets. Ain't in his head now. I don't even know what the fuck that means, Joe. Wants to buy you rockets. I got a rocket right here for you in my pocket. It's a pocket rocket. Oh, yeah. Said baby, if you want to call me baby, I don't give a rat's ass. Call me anything you want to, because I'm out of here. Me too, Joe. This song's...